the Indie Eclipse Open. We have Hayes Hunter playing Vader Revenge of the Sith against Garrett playing HITCO. Yes, HITCO.
That makes sense. Garrett,
Garrett
does love
Larson.
that deck. Yep. Are we avoiding showing Garrett's face on stream?
Surprised I can't see his beard.
Okay, so looks like Hayes already got the works out. When did we start there? Malediction. The other Vader's card, and I can't see what that third effect is.
Establish control.
Is it established? Okay.
Yeah, you just pulled Corey lag.
Interesting. Okay. Maybe trying to take the same approach that they were doing with the Maul Sith Landing Strike, or start with this one, kind of just get locations out on the table as quickly as possible.
Yeah, like Tom style.
Yeah, because one of the Vader's card pulls any Mustafar location, so you can get that system. So it's not like he would need established to get an extra system out or something like that. But if he wants two systems that he can then sort of bounce his ships between.
I'm gonna see if I can move the camera so we can see Hayes' cards a little better.
He's got the castle. He got Mustafar out. He got the docking bay.
See some spicy stuff?
Oh, he twisted it. Now we're kind of on an angle there, Johnny.
Sorry.
There you go. Now we can see Garrett for sure.
Is that better or worse? It's hard
Not
to see your cards, Hayes. I know something you can
A
do.
little bit better, but
I think this
Well,
is what we got for this game. We'll mess with it.
We'll make it work.
Yep.
So Garrett's going to pull the home one docking bay, it looks like. It is Korlag. Yeah, it's Korlag, Mustafar are the two systems out. He's got the Cloud City Chasm Walkway, Vader's Castle, and the Coruscant Works over there for Hayes. Garrett started Twilight, pulled the docking bay, and is basically also just going to draw phase. Looking for characters, activation, defensive cards. Whenever time it's a mains versus mains battle, you need to have stuff.
Yeah.
Especially when you're only probably fighting over one or two battlegrounds this entire game.
Yeah, we were talking about that at lunch. How sometimes the best play is just to activate, your 8 or 9, draw 2, and say go. Just you want to reload your hand, certainly, but you also sometimes want to just be able to threaten. Dude,
Yeah.
you take away options by doing something like that.
You do. It's scary when you're thinking like, oh, I can put these guys down and kind of set up my deck the way I want to. But when your opponent's got 10 cards in hand, 7 force saved, and they're going to activate 10 or 12 on their turn, it's like,
Yep.
Maybe I don't want to do this right now.
So it looks like Colonel Jenin and Shuttle with Emperor's Enforcer Vader.
Yes, I guess he'll. Well, how did he
showing
get?
that like HITCO is assuming HITCO is weak in space. So maybe he's gonna try to set up a quick drain and in space, possibly.
He got Vader. He got the lightsaber to the. Does he have the other sight? Okay, he's got the other sight. And he's used not to pull Jendon. I'm like, he skipped a step in here, but there's I am your father to get the lightsaber. So he had it all in hand.
Yep.
6 for the ship, for Vader, 3 for the ship. 1 to move Vader to the Cloud City site. The ship takes off for free.
Yep.
Yeah. HITCO not usually known. Some people will have a Han Chewie Falcon or, a Leia's, or I'm sorry, not a Leia's transport, like a Tantive or a wild card,
Yeah.
but it's usually pretty thin on space.
Wouldn't be the worst meta to start floating the profundity package. I mean, I feel like every dark deck has their now Hutta or whatever, and their
Mhm.
token ship that they play there. Garrett's playing. Is that Yoda's hut? Can't tell what that is. But Hayes said
Yes.
threatening a drain of 4. It's a solid turn.
And while Vader's there and alone at that site, any interrupts Garrett plays are also automatically lost interrupts, which is also annoying.
Yeah.
And a lot of people forget that text. He did not find a docking bay, I guess. So we're going to get to verify the whole deck here.
That's tough.
Lots of Lukes, bionic hand. I see 0 ships in deck. And I don't see anything that would like pull a Tantive or anything like that either, like or a Where's Han or anything. So
Yeah, giving up those early verifies is tough. You can like map out the strategy
yeah,
based off of that.
right. Like this Colonel Jendon might be completely fine there for the entire game. Hayes doesn't have to worry about committing additional cards there or resources to back it up if he knows his opponent because he verified on turn 1 or turn 2 doesn't have any ships in his deck.
Steady drain of 2 is solid.
Right. He's getting around battle plan. He's draining for 2, and he doesn't have to waste putting like a Tarkin or a Thrawn or somebody even on the ship.
He plays Luke and says go. Interesting.
Bold strategy here. Let's see if it pays off for him.
I think Luke got barrier. Yeah, Luke got barrier.
ROTS has been doing pretty poorly in the OCS. I think there's a lot of people trying versions of ROTS Vader. I think maybe it's just more of, it's not as autoplay as some of the other dark side mains decks might be.
Garrett lost a 2/2 Death Star sight and a blaster deflection.
So he's really going all in on just these battlegrounds here. I didn't see if it was top decked or if the site came
He
from
did.
hand. He top decked it.
I'm not sure actually. I think he lost it from hand. I think he only top decked the interrupt. Okay. Grand Moff Tarkin V.
And somebody else.
So now he's got at least
And
2
Dr. E.
destinies. Sounds strong. He can't draw 1 because of the redraw.
Mm-hmm. Not that there's many ones in the deck other than Vader, who
Right.
automatically gets redrawn anyway.
Right.
So he's going to battle for free. 10, 13 power is going to take a swing.
Can't tell what that is. Yick or something?
That's a Sidious, I think. He redrew it into a Ventress, so that's a miss.
Yep.
He's swinging at Tarkin here. Yep. Definitely hits him. Drew a Lando and a bionic hand for that, so. Still down in power quite a bit, though.
Quite a bit.
13 to
13, 6.
6.
Yep.
So Luke doesn't get any cool power bonuses, right?
A seven here would change it. 6, not as much. Is that a Kirkanos, I think? And I don't see what, I can't see what.
That's the force is strong with this one for a 5. So Garrett's got 12. He's down about 4 or 5 in power. He might just peel at this point to keep
I
Luke
would-
on the table
I'd probably peel,
if he can.
because you could get down to those destinies you just drew, a 5, 7, 5.
Oh, he's just gonna resilience him back. Okay.
Okay. Well, if he has another saber, he's sitting pretty good with those
Mhm.
destinies. I mean, he might not be at the point where he can activate all the,
No, he probably
Down
still
again.
has too many cards left for that, but
but he can track them. Oh yeah, that's true. Lost to, is that Anakin Skywalker? Couldn't tell.
I think so. Or was it the starting interrupt?
Not sure.
I think that was Anakin's Destiny, the starting interrupt. I think that he lost.
Okay. So Hayes looking pretty good with board control.
Yeah, it's going to depend. I mean, obviously, Luke just got put back in hand. If Luke can come back down and possibly with a friend and clear Vader, he could flip that. But Hayes did save a couple force too. So
Yeah. Activation's pretty equal.
Garrett's got
Another
his
site.
profundity docking bay now. Yep, and he's going to go look for see if he's got a third docking bay.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she wants to shuffle those good destinies closer to the top.
Does have Chirrut. There's all right. So it's Leia,
Ahsoka,
Princess
Leia.
Leia. Yep.
another Luke. So his destinies are looking good.
Most of the deck is 4s and 5s. So
Right.
especially if he knows if he's got 5 or 6 characters in hand, there's not a lot of other characters in the deck other than multiple copies of Luke's and Lando's and stuff. So
And Hayes drew pretty bad the last time. And you would like to think that his deck also has a lot of high destinies. So
oh, he had it all in hand. We got a shiny Falcon with a EPP Han.
EPP Han, wow.
That is going to
Is
get
there a
barriered.
Chewie?
It is. There is a Chewie to go with it. He had the whole package. Okay. And Hayes did have the barrier for the ship, though.
That's big. So now Hayes can just run around.
He can just move away. Yeah.
The barrier's lost because of grappling hook.
Mm.
Yeah. Garrett's going wide a little.
Yeah, he's going to set up his own damage. Putting Yoda over at the Endor site.
Yep, the Ewok village.
Prophecy will move this turn, giving Garrett actually the extra force to activate with. Plus, he got the extra one from Yoda's icon as well. So
Yep. And now Garrett gains the upper hand in space because he'll always get the drain in.
right.
Chirrut, and they're tracking us. Go off the top to Hayes's force drain.
They did not move Prophecy though.
Bunch of noobs. Googling.
There's
Who are these people?
There you go. Hayes caught it. He's like, oh yeah, by the
Okay.
way, this moves. The show used
They
to
heard
jump
us.
doing it for him.
Heard us from across the room.
He's got his earwig again. He's listening to the commentary. Okay.
Yeah.
So Hayes drains, moves the ship away, and I think he's just going to draw phase here.
Loading his hand.
Pull secret plans.
Yep.
Yeah, picked
So
up a
this is where
first strike, picked up a Sidious's saber.
if he hadn't shuffled last turn, he could get down to his 5/7/5. and it might be a different game.
Mm,
Not that it's bad right now, but just knowing that's there.
sure.
Sorry, I can't see the lost pile very well. Hope
Now,
that fixed for game 5. Prophecy
It-
moves.
s-
Then
just a drain of 1 with the Falcon, drain of 1 at the site.
they're matching damage. Oh, Hayes lost what, Tarkin and Evazan already. I'm assuming the deck probably plays 2 Evazans. I don't know. Often our Dark Mains decks for KTOD have 2 Evazans because he's just amazing.
Right. Solid character, Destiny 3, so he's not a huge liability.
Yeah, good pilot, 6 forfeit. Some of the best techs in the game. So it'd be interesting to see if we can get. I mean, I don't know if this game's gonna come down to this solo fighting 1v1, but
Mm-hmm. Now, he played double back. What did he take?
it wasn't double back. I mean, Garrett was looking for. Did Hayes play double back?
It looked like Hayes played double back to pull something.
Okay, I didn't see. Luke and Ahsoka. Is that scanner text?
I'm guessing. Yep, he's going to initiate battle and draw a card.
So it's not getting the saber, or no second saber for Luke.
Maybe he didn't battle. Maybe he's just went to draw.
Yeah,
No, he wouldn't move the Falcon. He wouldn't have just gone to draw. So he's just going to pass and he's going to let Vader swing.
no blaster deflection, is there? Yep, so Hayes pays to swing. He's got to pay because of Luke Rebel Scout. Yeah, maybe he has a second saber in his deck. It's possible, or
They often run 2 copies of the Saber and 2 bionic hands and this type of thing.
right.
So there's the Dark Time combo to prevent any draws from being modified or canceled.
Interesting.
I don't know if he's expecting like a dodge or something, maybe to subtract from the draw.
Garrett grabs it with the grappling hook, or maybe he's just reading it. Nope, he grabs it.
Oh, you just can't cancel Battle Destiny draws or Character Weapon Destiny draws. You can still modify them though in the combo. Yeah.
All right.
Unless he's doing it to add to power. If you have 2 battlegrounds on table, an opponent does not, which he does not. So there you go. It's probably more like what he's using it for is to add to power. So it's power +1 for each of opponent's non-battlegrounds on table, which would give him +4 power right now. That makes more sense.
Now he's paying to swing, maybe.
Because Ahsoka's 5, Luke is 7. So he was down 12-6. So now it's 12-10.
10. Yep.
That's a little better. He's thinking about who to swing at, or is he thinking about using a Sniper Dark Strike? He's going to use a Sniper Dark Strike to add 3. And that's going to get grabbed. That was a Sidious that he drew. And a Mara.
Wow.
but Sidious is Destiny
plus
plus 2 from, so he drew 4 plus 3 is 7, which is just enough to hit Luke because he doesn't have a lightsaber.
right.
So if he didn't play the Dark Time, oof.
I drew a bionic hand for Destiny. That's solid.
Mhm.
And he top decked a sorry about the mess combo to I am your father damage. And Hayes draws a comm scan detection. So 4.
So Ahsoka's gonna live.
Yep. And Hayes to stack a card.
He does have to stack a card. He stacks a Vader's Obsession. I'll let Garrett peek at the top 2 if he wants and take one into hand.
Yep. He should, Eric, yeah. Or she should, sorry. We're assuming that he played a dark time to add the power.
Right.
In which case, yeah, Ahsoka would make it a 3.
Yeah, the combo only stops from canceling. It doesn't stop from modifying the way the non-combo does.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. Hayes has the upper hand because he's got the I am your father, so Vader's saber will always be in play.
Mm-hmm.
Unless he throws out the ick and wait this turn. I don't see Scott in the room, so don't think anyone's playing that card today.
Probably safe. I mean, and maybe you never know. There might be something floating around. There's 44 players there today, so
Yes, and Garrett should flip. You're absolutely right, Eric. But I guess flipping is a may. Is it always a choice? I guess
Nah.
maybe
he's got to flip. It's automatic.
is it?
Luke or Jedi at a battleground, an opponent's character not.
Hayes didn't do much his last turn, so he should be pretty well set up to apply the beating somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
There's the flip.
Well, he flipped it and then flipped it back. I don't know why. It just says Luke or a Jedi. It's not like he has to have Luke.
No.
I don't think it's going to matter much because, oh, somebody's coming. There's Aplek, I think. No, that's Sidious, rather. Sorry.
Okay. He did. He lost the force to I am your father and also to revenge, I think. Because I am your father was the sorry about the mess combo, and then he lost Luke, and then he lost our only hope.
Mm-hmm. So we've got Lord Sidious, we've got EPP Forlom, and we've got Aplek. So he's getting 2 Battle Destiny. Forlom's not really doing a whole lot there. Maybe just providing forfeit. So
Oh, thank you. Well, Ahsoka's saying a little prayer right now.
yeah, this
She
could be
wishes she
bad.
had those lightsabers in her picture.
Always 2 there are, and a comm scan detection. So she's going to be hit. He's going to first aid combo to keep the
Yep.
forfeit alive.
Back to forfeit.
But he's still kind of outpowered here pretty significantly. I think it's 12-5. So basically, Ahsoka's breaking even at this point.
Yeah.
But Darkseid's getting 2 Battle Destiny here.
Yeah. But Hayes has been drawing pretty shoddy destinies all game.
I think that's a 3 and a 5. So I think he's got 8. And that's
Okay.
a Anakin Skywalker
Anakin's,
for
that's a
4. Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
And
but each of
Ahsoka
them are minus.
subtracts,
Ahsoka subtracts 1 from each, right? So they're each -1.
so maybe he peels 2. Reading scanner text. Scanner text coming to play right now.
That's what they were just reading, but scanner text affects total battle destiny.
Okay.
And forfeit values, neither of which would seem applicable here.
Right.
He's got the
Hayes-
4.
Hayes has to forfeit first.
Yeah, Hayes has to lose Aplek here. And And then it's not terrible. I think it's like Ahsoka and 2 or 3 cards.
Right.
Our only hope. There goes the Anakin. And an Unita.
Okay. Not too bad.
Nope. And the shuttle's just going to keep running away,
Yep.
probably for the rest of the game. Highly unlikely Garrett has another ship in this deck.
Right. There's no one of that would be maybe. I mean, Elias. No, I guess Chewie Falcon isn't going to be in play here.
Nope.
That's probably it.
Yeah,
Maybe
and there's
a
no. Yeah, it would be a Tantive or
home one or something.
Home or Profundity or something like that. Yeah.
Not sure. Hayes could float a Zuckuss or something, but we haven't seen anything.
Mhm. Well, 4 Lum's on the table, so unless it's old school
Yeah,
Zuckuss and
it's
Mist Hunter.
straight up Zuckuss.
Yeah.
Yep. It's not the worst card still.
No. Not really doing a whole lot against that Chewy, but yeah.
Hayes did, I think so.
Yes, Hayes used the castle pull to get Vader, then he used the site pull to get the shuttle, and then moved over and then took off.
So they're matching damage right now. I mean, Garrett's still doing more because he gets the space drains in.
Uh-huh.
But he's blown his grabber pull, his grappling hook pull. Doesn't have the saber, and Vader can always come back.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Hayes right now is leading.
That was a circle is now complete. That's in the lost pile.
Yep.
Are we dueling?
Yeah, the Vader's obsession in the circle.
Yeah.
See if he loses. What are those cards? What's like the? I can't remember the epic dueling cards from Cloud City. Oh, glancing blow, courage of the Skywalker. I can't remember the dark side ones.
Focused attack.
That's right.
He lost a masterful move off the top. I think it was a double back was the other card that he just lost.
Okay. So he's
Now
got
we-
a 3 on top. Might be a good time to fight.
Right, should be the Sidious now, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Luke's back. Luke's got a lightsaber. Okay.
So far, we haven't seen very many force fields or blaster deflections.
No, we have that.
Throwing down.
Oh, and there's Lando as well.
Okay. So Affleck died and Lando's coming.
Oh, turn it off gets played though.
Wow. See that card all the time. Yes, well, establish control V is one of the starting effects.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That turn it off might have. that'd be
That's huge. That is a huge play. Because Sidious doesn't get to exclude people without the effect, which
Right.
doesn't look like they're running, so.
Yeah, turn it off, pull shields. It also stops maintenance cards from attacking the turn they come out.
Mhm.
Yep. It's a good card. Use 5. You can play it anytime. Nothing wrong with that.
And there's the force field.
All his grabbers are busted, so Hayes can force field with impunity.
Mhm.
Hayes
Drew a-
pays.
Oh, he drew a Vader for Destiny and
Vader.
didn't take it into hand. Can he only take Battle Destinies, or did he just not remember he could do that?
And Hayes is counting his deck, so he doesn't draw those ones again.
So if you just drew Vader for Destiny, you can take him into hand. So he could have taken that. It wouldn't have been a redraw, but at least it would have gotten the Vader out of the deck.
I don't think he has played a heavy now yet.
Haven't seen it.
I know we've seen I know Garrett plays a Force is Strong with this one. We saw it drawn for Destiny, but not played in a battle yet.
He draws another Vader for Destiny, and again does not take it into hand.
His Destinies are underwhelming, I have to say.
Yeah. But Sidious wasn't hit and he's completely immune, so might just be Forlom here, might be
Has
maybe a
Garrett,
card or two.
has he drawn his destiny yet?
I thought he just drew I thought Garrett drew a 4.
Okay, so he should stack,
11,
or is it?
7, 8, 9. Yeah. I think Hayes has to stack a card and then maybe like lose Forlom and that'll cover the damage.
Yeah, that's not bad.
He's gonna blind lose from the top of his deck.
We'll never know what that card is.
Now Lando got excluded with turn it off.
Yep. Lando will be there next turn. Maybe he can retrieve his Unita. That was good battle. Good battle for Garrett. Didn't have to lose anything.
Nope.
Stack a card.
He didn't get quite as much as he was hoping for.
Nope. Kill Forlom. There are at least 2 Vaders and a Sidious floating around. Those aren't helping Hayes.
No, and they're, where Hayes is gonna want to activate too, and the fact that Hayes opted not to take any of those Vaders into hand.
Yeah, Hayes is drawn mostly bad destinies all game. It's like KTOD is like rolling in its grave. Let's see. Hayes is thinking about something
He lost Sidious.
interesting. Giving up the site. Do you think he's going to try to reestablish at the Ewok village,
It's entirely possible he could just, yeah,
or he wants to keep Forlom alive and play for the long game? That's interesting. So HITCO should be flipped again.
it should be. We'll see if it matters because I assume somebody's coming right back.
Yeah. But isn't there? Sorry, forgive me for not knowing the cards that well. HITCO has retrieval,
It does in the draw phase, yeah.
so that's relevant.
Does Garrett have the same picture on both sides? So Hayes kept Forlom so he could
Yeah.
activate and Forlom to get Vader into hand,
That's not bad.
which he wouldn't have needed to do if he had just taken Vader into hand previously.
Details. What's
Now,
the mechanic that takes Vader in hand?
it's on one of the Vader's malediction cards. If you just drew Vader for Destiny, take him into hand. You may take him into hand.
Yeah, he had 2 chances.
Yep. And instead he wasted a Forlom on him.
I don't mind that keeping Forlom alive though. I mean, with all those bad destinies, he can easily rebuild
Sure.
Sidious. Losing the Saber is pretty tough.
And then you have to ask too, maybe he doesn't want Sidious stuck there in front of the 2 of them either, if he doesn't have much to go with it.
But unless he's taking overflow at this battle against Yoda, I mean, I like Luke and Lando where they are.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's over, Glenn. You might be right. All right, so Hayes loses a mystery card and gets the Vader's saber back using I Am Your Father.
I think it's Sidious. I can make out the
Oh,
icon,
is that Sidious? Gotcha.
and there's Mara as well.
All right, so he's going for the beat down here.
I think he's got the first strike in hand as well.
All right, that makes sense. It's like a poor man's Ellis.
Garrett does have force saved though.
Can't really tell if Garrett has a Hoojix in his hand or not. Guess we'll find out soon. He's gesturing wildly.
He tends to do that.
Yeah, his destinies have been awfully suspect. But he's got good destinies in his deck right now. At least one Vader's Obsession, few red cards.
There's the turn it off. And a Kylo. So that's a miss. There's the force field and the Vader, so that's a miss. He
Yikes.
draws the 6 for Destiny.
That's
Yoda
not
draws
bad.
a 5. So
So
11.
Yoda's, yep.
Yeah, Yoda loses by like 4.
All right. See ya, Yoda. Nice knowing you.
And then loses the force to Revenge. Yeah, I still like Garrett's position though.
Yeah, he's got to pay the maintenance on Lando, but it's a small price to pay for that extra drain. Draining for 4. He's draining for 1. Or I guess prophecy doesn't move from Ewok Village.
The prophecy will move. It only doesn't move when Luke is there.
Gotcha.
And the site's a drain -1, so
Wow. So this is just strong for Garrett.
yeah, he'll be draining for 4, and Dark will be draining for 2.
And
Prophecy will keep moving back and forth, so nobody will really get the benefit of it.
Hayes' only good destiny is on top. So if he top decks, he's going to lose a 6. Oh, he'll 4-lam it off.
Yeah, he looked like he was going to put an I am your father back.
Right. It's a tough situation to put a 6 back to draw a 6 up, so you don't lose it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I guess he paid to move Colonel Jendon, so he's still gonna have that 6 on the top, so he still can't really top deck.
There goes the 6. Then he's getting drained for 3. There goes the Vader, the force field, and the Kylo.
Status quo is good.
And now we got Obi coming to fight Vader.
I'm not sure about this play. I kind of like Vader where he is.
And Princess Leia, who adds a battle destiny win with Vader. I think
You can make
Garrett's
the argument that the better play is just to load up on the 2-1 side.
You could certainly say he's in, Garrett's in the better position. He could just take his time, play patiently, and just,
Yeah,
whittle him down slowly and drain the game out. This is more of a, hey, let's just get this game over with as quickly as I can.
yeah, he can stack a card, I guess, but I don't like Vader redeploying and attacking Luke,
Mm-hmm.
and he's gonna take.
So it's 8 and 2 Destiny versus 6 and a Destiny.
Yep.
He just retrieved something. I guess a card with Anakin.
Yeah, Anakin Skywalker. Okay.
There's the 2 Destiny, 5 and a 7. So he's up to about 20 to 10. Stack a card, lose Vader and
Yep.
2, I think. Yeah, it looks like it was Comscan that he drew for Destiny.
Aces 3 cards in hand. Looks like.
Yeah, Garrett's definitely pulling further and further ahead in this one.
That system drain he's getting that Hayes isn't, it's gonna catch up to him. The Hayes, I mean, it's a steady drain.
Mhm. And now it's a drain of 4 on Cloud City because the prophecy isn't moving back.
Nope. And HITCO's flipped, so he should be retrieving. I don't think he's retrieved for HITCO all game.
No, I don't think he has either.
Gotta walk into that site at some point to challenge Luke, and the longer it takes him, the more that one force to pay to swing is gonna cost him.
I don't know that Hayes has enough really left in terms of
Yeah.
cards down and cards in hand, and
This game's probably over.
he's just scooping it. He's just like, yeah, there's nothing I can do. Yep.
All right. So Garrett goes to 4-0, beats the reigning world champion. Good game. Well fought. Lots of battles.
Yeah.
Modern Star Wars hacking at each other.
Couple of bad draws, unlucky draws, just missing on a couple of destinies there.
Yep. Yep.
Now see if he had had mob points combo instead of established control.
Mile points combo. Underrated.
That -1, he would have hit a couple times, but
Yep. Yoda would have been hit.
Yep.
All right. We'll see you again in game 5.
yeah, I'm gonna hop off for now, guys. Thanks very much for having me do some commentary. But you got Johnny and you got Jeremy. I think you're in good hands all afternoon.
Take care, Googling.